What is going on, Guardians, and welcome back to another Destiny gameplay video. In this video I'm going to show you guys footage from a couple of really tight matches that we've had. One is a trials match and the other is just a sweat that I did. This first match I didn't check the roster before the game, so I'm just kind of going about this like this was your average trials match. NBD, this is Holtzman and I doing a run with a viewer from the Planet Destiny stream. I just move into the middle of the map here, and I can see on the radar that one is on the right trying to flank us. So I don't want him to get behind us. A lot of guys use that approach against teams who spawn Sun. So I drop him, and in the live live game, I'm like, was that Murdaro? So I was like, crap. So now I've got a couple of options. I could stay behind the orb and do orb control. A lot of people do that. When it's high priority targets that I really want to keep down, I'll actually move up in front of the orb and put it in between me and my teammates like this, because this way if I get primed I can back off and still control the orb. But if I'm standing behind the orb and I get primed, then I have to back off the orb entirely in order to stay safe. So it's a little bit less risk when you push up in front of it like that and keep it in between you and your teammates. So if you get hit with a body shot from a sniper rifle, it's not game over. So anyways, we converge on the last guy and managed to get him down. And round two, again, I'm starting out on this right side because I think there's this guy. I got a blip on the radar, so I thought someone was trying to flank. I get one pick, and again, I'm going to move up inside now and do some orb control. Honestly, camping the sun is not the best approach on this map. It works out against average teams, but when you're playing against good people, they can flank that, and they can really punish you for staying outside pretty easily. Firebolts are pretty wicked outside, honestly, because if you get tagged by them, there's not a lot of cover to move in and out of. So you can honestly get pretty jacked up by good teams by staying outside. So here's round three. So we got 2 rounds down. Again, I get a pick on the right side, but then I get hit with this skip grenade. I have to back off of it. I've got a Nova up, and I know there's at least 2 over here on the right. So I'm going to push over here. I'm hoping to get a couple of kills with this Nova, but they have split a little bit. I drop the Nova and get one down, and I am, honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm doing sort of prioritization on targets. So I'm more likely to drop a Nova on Murdaro than I am someone else. So it's just because I know how I know how bad he could punish us in close range as a Sunsinger with a shotgun. So now this is we lost heavy round. We just got wiped by heavy. There's nothing exciting about it. They played it well. The following round, Murdaro, he does what every good Sunsinger does. He starts the engagement with a firebolt and gets a pick with it, pushes in with his shotgun, punishes me. He read my move and jacked me up with his shotgun, and then they wrap up the final guy. So here is the following round. We're still up 3-2, and our teammate comes in with this clutch smash, but notice the timing of Murdaro's self-res. He's not dumb. He pops it the second always hits the ground with his smash. That way he gets invincibility frames, he doesn't get tagged with the super, and now he's got a guy pretty exposed in the middle against his Radiance. So he takes him down pretty easily when he comes out of his self-res. So now it's all tied up, and we're starting to sweat a little bit. We're starting to get a little worried. We'd gone up 3-0 and then gave up 3 rounds back to back to back. So here I finish off the guy that Holtzman primes. Basically that's just swapping in and out. So we subbed one guy in for Holtzman. He primed the guy, but then he himself had gotten hit, so he just backs off of it. Now here we go. It's 2v1, but I have no shields and I'm burning. I got low health. So I risk and reward here. I know the last guy's Murdaro. I'm going to drop the Nova on him just to make sure that we win the round. And I say that's worth the Nova to ensure that we win the round. Because honestly, I was pushing him with no shields, low health, with a burn. He could have easily killed me, and then it would have been him one-on-one with the guy that we had pulled in. So don't want that to happen. So the following round, we're up 4-3, and I did get an early pick. I pursued, and my mistake is that I pursued high. I should have pursued low. I should have gone low in between those 2 parts of the bridge and just kind of walk back and hard scope that revive. But the problem is I didn't know exactly where the revive was. I didn't know I'd have a line of sight there, so I wanted to get line of sight on the revive, so I went high. So we lose, and now it's 4-4. Holtzman pushes in. He was out of special, so he was going to push in for that special ammo. But now he goes down a pretty bad spot. So I'm going to push in here. I get the revive. I throw the grenade because I know they're going to want to pursue it. The grenade does get a pick. I've got Murdaro on the flank, so I instantly swap targets, and he runs and backs off. So now it's a 2v1. Holtzman trades. So, no, I'm sorry, he didn't trade. He gets a kill and then goes down. So then I'm just trying to control these. I don't want to get all these revives. And I know I'm getting somewhat close to a Nova, but Murdaro self-reses, and the orbs that we had created for always replay in the previous rounds ended up paying off. He got another smash, manages to take down the self-res with it. He was ready. He was right there and ready. And then we're able to clutch out the match. So you can see how even though we had the sun spawn, the overwhelming majority of these engagements happened inside the map. So camping the sun on this map isn't always advantageous. In fact, it can be a real detriment, because you can get used to that strategy, and against average teams it works pretty well. But when you go up against a good team, they're really going to punish you, so you're going to be in the wrong groove. So we actually, sometimes you can use the sun to get an early pick. You get the first pick, but then you got to move up, you got to move inside, you got to do orb control, and you got to control the pace of the match. So we ended up coming out with a win because of it, and anyone could have won that match, man. It was down to the wire. So looking forward to the next time I get to face Murdaro. That's actually the first time I've gone against him. So anyways, this was a ton of fun. Here, this is an actual sweat, doing sweats with friends here on Thieves' Den is where we get pegged up against each other. The other team is MTash, Golden God Sniper, and Six Trez. So they have an early lead on us, and then Golden God pops his Sun Singer, and I have to run. But now I'm getting converged on all three of the guys here, so I know I have to at least win one fight as quickly as possible. So I managed to hit all my shots with my hand cannon, and then right now I'm just kind of playing defensive and slippery, trying to be as slippery as I can be. And I managed to get 2 kills, drop the tether, get an assist, plus Faints gets points for the kill, plus we get points for the revive. So I turn a 1v3 into a situation where grand total we get 3 kills plus assist points plus revive points. So it's just all about manipulating those sightlines. Here I get a headshot on Golden, but because I'm using this Defiance that has Firefly on it, the Firefly, I get both Firefly damage, you can see the 60, and body shot damage for the collateral on the guy behind him, and it's enough to kill him. So I get 2 kills with a 1 bullet for it, and that turns out pretty good. I get chased by a skip nade and go down because skip nades are annoying as fudge. It says killed by the architects, but sometimes the bot gets confused, I think. It was definitely the skip grenade. So now we are within striking distance on these guys, and we're only down by just a handful of kills here. Now, we do get 2 guys down, and I decide to push the last guy. He pops Sun, but I get almost all headshots back to back to back to back. This is just kind of goes to speak to the value of having a hand cannon that has high range value, something that is consistent, something that I can rely on to get to accurately hit shots consistently, because hand cannons struggle in that department. So this Lord High Fixer has a ton of range on it, and that's what let it get all those hits without a single miss. And I've been using the first curse lately just for kicks and giggles because I got it yesterday, so I've played a bunch of matches yesterday with it. But the range value isn't that high on it, so every now and then it does choke a bullet, even though you're right, your reticle's right on it, and that's no bueno. So for matches like this, you know me, I don't use last words, I don't use thorns, and we are going against. I mean, obviously they're trying to win, so they're using last words and Sunsinger, all that kind of stuff, and rightfully so. They definitely want to win. So I'm just going to use what I'm most comfortable with. I'm not going to try and adapt just because I'm sweating here. I don't want to switch to a last word because honestly I haven't used the last word in months. So I would have no rhythm with it. So I'm going to use what I know I can do well with. So 6 pushes in here with his blade. I knew they were sitting on a blade, so I dropped that tether when I saw a couple of red blips. And so the tether hits him as he pushes in with his blade. I get the wombo combo on Tash. So between the snipe on Golden in the tunnel there and the tether on the Blade Dancer, and then the wombo combo on Tash. That's a nice team wipe that puts us in a good position to win this match, because by that time there's only a minute left on the clock, and we're going to be up by more than a full team wipe. So that is good. That means that they would have to wipe us, and they would have to share points, get assist points, or get super points on every single kill in order to win the match. So we're up by 445 at this point. So that's the only way they can do it. We get another kill, so now we're up by nearly 500 points. I'm just going to swoop in here for the revive just to secure it, and this game is pretty much over. So just breaking down some of those key moments for you. Guys, I'm really excited. I am combing through all your footage, but I've had I'm now approaching 500 submissions for clips for the Mom I'm on TV series, so I'm excited to continue combing through it. I've seen some pretty sick plays so far, and it's been a lot of fun, but man, is that a lot of footage. So I'll be sure to get that up as soon as I can. I'm also working on a video that is downright silly and goofy, and hopefully you can appreciate that too. Maybe you won't. I don't know. Maybe you don't care for that kind of thing, but I'm going to post it anyways because I'm shameless. Alright guys, I'll catch you in the Crucible.